everyone. I hope you all are having a great day. Today, we have gathered here to know about the major initiatives, best practices that are being conducted in our college and followed in our college to empower students with knowledge, practical skills, industry exposure, and career opportunities. Our institution firmly believes that education is not just about acquiring degrees, it is about preparing students to face the challenges of the real world with confidence, competence, and strong values. Keeping this vision in mind, our college has introduced several initiatives under one comprehensive best practice that bridges the gap between academies and industry requirements. Before we begin today's program, I would like to invite our respected principal ma'am to give few introduction part about the program. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today we have all gathered here to discuss one of the best impactful best practices adopted by our college to enhance students' education, employability, life skills, and overall personality while also nurturing discipline, responsibility, and professional ethics. You may wonder, why should we know about the best practices followed in our college? A best practice is not just a regular activity, it is a well-planned, innovative, and sustainable initiative that creates a positive and lasting impact on students. It inspires them to think differently, develop essential skills, build confidence, and achieve their career goals. At our institution, we strongly believe that education should not be limited to classrooms and examinations. Students of today are the leaders, innovators, and responsible citizens of tomorrow. Therefore, along with academic excellence, it is equally important to provide skill-based, value-based, and industry-oriented education. Knowledge becomes meaningful only when it is supported by practical skills and strong values. With this vision, our college has implemented a comprehensive best practice titled Industry Integrated Student Skill Development and Employability Enhancement. Through this single best practice, we prepare students to become industry-ready professionals by offering exposure to real-world learning experiences. This best practice is implemented through several integrated initiatives. MSME skill development programs to promote entrepreneurship and innovation for 30 days. Bajaj Financial Development Programs to strengthen financial awareness and workplace readiness. Nandi Foundation Training Programs to develop communication, aptitude, life skills, and employability skills. ICD Empowerment Initiatives to enhance digital literacy and technology-based learning. Structured internship opportunities that provide practical industry exposure and hands-on experience. NISM certificate programs to equip students with financial market knowledge and national recognized certifications also. Campus placement support to training, career guidance, and recruitment opportunities, etc. Together, these initiatives from one holistic best practice that bridges the gap between academic learning and industry expectations, enabling our students to become confident, competent, and career-ready graduates. The successful implementation of these best practices is possible because of the tireless effort and dedication of our faculty coordinators who work behind the scenes to ensure that every student benefits from these opportunities. On behalf of our college management, I sincerely thank all the coordinators for their commitment and hard work. As part of our institution commitment to supporting economically disadvantaged students, a representative from DMOT approached the college management with a proposal to offer part-time employment opportunities. The management approved the initiative, allowing interested poor and needy students to work as supervisors at DMOT from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. Currently, 14 students are benefiting from this opportunity and earning rupees 12,000 per month. It helps them meet their educational and personal expenses also. This initiative is considered one of the institution's best practices as it improves financial independence and practical work experience among students. In addition, the college follows a strict no mobile phone policy during academic hours to ensure a focused learning environment. Students are permitted to bring mobile phones only on specific occasions and with prior permission from the authorities. This practice has significantly minimized distraction and enhanced classroom discipline, making it another noteworthy best practice of the institution. Now, I request the respective coordinators to briefly explain each component of these best practices and share how these initiatives are transforming the learning journey of the students and helping them build a brighter future. Thank you.
Thank you so much, madam. Thank you so much for your valuable words. We got a big introduction about how actually the best practices are being conducted in our college. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Have you ever wondered what MSME stands for? It stands for Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises. Many of us dream of becoming successful entrepreneurs or establishing our own business in the future. MSME plays a vital role in encouraging innovation, entrepreneurship, and self-employment by supporting aspiring young entrepreneurs with training, guidance, and opportunities. To help us understand this innovative in greater detail, I warmly invite our respected David Russell to explain the significance of MSME program.
Good afternoon to everyone. Respected Chief Guest, respected Principal Madam. First of all, I would like to thank everyone for joining this program and making this occasion more meaningful. Today is not only a certification distribution day, it is a celebration of learning, hard work, dedication, and success. This MSME skill development course was conducted for 1 to 2 months with the aim of improving students' technical skills and making them ready for the IT industry. Nowadays, companies are looking for candidates who have a practical skills, not only academic knowledge. Keeping this in mind, we designed this course to provide hands-on learning. During this course, students attend regular classes, completed practical sessions, worked on assignments, and gained confidence in programming and web development. So, during this course, students learned many important technologies. We started with the Python programming language. Students learned introduction to Python, what is variables and data types, functions, modules, packages, control statements, and file handling, exception handling, object-oriented programming. After learning Python, students move to web technologies. They learned HTML for creating web pages, CSS for creating attractive web pages, and JavaScript for making web pages interactive, Bootstrap for responsive web design. Then students learn database management with MySQL database. They understand how to create a database, tables, insert data, update data, delete data, and retrieve information using SQL queries. Finally, students learned the Django framework, one of the most popular Python web frameworks. They learn the Django project structure, apps, models, use, templates, URLs, forms, CRUD operation, user registration, login and logout, authentication, database connectivity. All the end of the course, students also developed web application by applying all these concepts. So dear students, I sincerely appreciate your hard work throughout this course. Many of you attend the classes regularly, completed assignments on time, actively participated in practical sessions, and showed great interest in learning. Learning programming is not easy in the beginning. Sometimes errors appear in the code, sometimes programs will not work, but every error teaches us something new. A programmer becomes successful not because they never made mistakes, but because they never stop learning. I congratulate every student for successfully completing the course.
Thank you, sir. India's leading financial service organization, Bajaj Financial, has been actively contributing towards youth empowerment through skill development programs. These programs help students improve their professional skills, financial literacy, workplace readiness, and career preparedness. To enlighten us further about this valuable initiative, I request our Venkataramana sir to address the gathering.
Good afternoon, respected principal, my dear colleagues. In our college, we conducted CPBI program, that is CPBI means Certificate Program Banking, Finance and Insurance. It means it is a one kind of industry orientation skill development program which is designed to fill the gap between academic learning and industry requirements. Okay, this program will provide few kinds of information regarding to banks, insurance, finance. First of all, domain. Domain means banking sector, insurance sector, finance sectors. What kind of activities which are involved in the banking sector, how it can move with the customers, what kind of operations is there, not only that but also insurance companies, how that can provide service to the customers. These are the informed by the CPBI program. It means it can provide that program provide real world situations in the banking and finance. Not only that, but also that can provide employability skills. Employability skills means information about team work, communication, problem solving. These are helping to the student to separate their activities at the time of duty. Not only that, but also professional skills also which are provided by the CPDI program, which means that can provide speaking skills, learning skills, presentation skills to the students. That will help to the students to become a confident person in the job field. Along with that, that program provided customer relationships. How can you interact the customer? By which method can you interact the customer? How can you handle the customer? These are those kinds of information which is provided to the program, which will help to the students at the time of interaction with the customers. Okay, this is the information about the this information which is provided by the CBFP program, and also how the student can prepare the recruitment. When there is any kind of recruitment, what kind of process will be there? That is resume preparation, interview schedule, group discussion, how they can interact with others. These are the informed by the program to the student to participate in any kind of campus placement or any kind of interview in the college. Not only in the college but also outside of the college. Okay. Along with that, the program which is providing regarding to industry guidelines, industry regulations, what about banking sector, what is the act of the banking, when it is formed, what kind of activities, not only the banking but also finance and insurance. Guidelines regarding to service organizations, which are also informed by that program to student. Okay, along with that, In the part of that program, digital awareness, one kind of digital awareness which is also provided by that program. Digital awareness means online payments, uh, UPI payments. How can you interact with the transactions through the mobile phones? Those information informed by that program. This is a very important program which is conducted in our college. Okay, the main aim of that program is to provide job opportunities to the students. Not only that, that can provide professional skills, technical skills, uh, uh, along with digital awareness, job readiness. Those information which are provided by that program. This is the information regarding to that program. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your kind information.
Employability skills, communication skills, personality development, and confidence building. One name that immediately comes into our minds is Nandi Foundation. Now, I would like to welcome Madhusudan Nayak sir for explaining few words about Nandi. Welcome, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's my immense pleasure to showcase the best practice of the Sri Gnanamika Degree College, which has been collaborated with the Nandi Foundation to implement NEP program 2020. So, as all you are aware about that, the NEP program 2020, where it is a much emphasizing on the industry-related skills. So, where this institute has been collaborated with the Nandi Foundation to embrace this particular skill sets among the students. So where the main target of this Nandi Foundation, where it can be provide industry-oriented knowledge to the students. So the main purpose of the institution to make a collaboration with this particular foundation to bring the employment skills. So where it's this particular foundation is strongly emphasizing on the rural minds to be showcase the what you call so the industry oriented knowledge. So where the students can be learn here the application oriented knowledge. So where this particular training is particularly strongly emphasizing on the industry required skills. So it is not only emphasizing upon the particularly the technical skills. Apart from that, where it is a focusing on the competency skills which students are required and which is expected by the current job market. The majority of the companies are feeling that so the students are not having the suitable skills. So with the consideration of all this kind of things, so where the institute has been collaborated with this particular Nandi Foundation to enhance the employability of the students. So the student attended this particular training program and where they upskill themselves and they upgraded their skill sets and they learn that how to that real work in work environment will be functions and they also imported their communication skills. So and so on and apart from that they strongly build their analytical skills also through this particular training program. And sure the faculty were very interestingly monitors the students and the faculty also be collaborated in this program and the faculty constantly monitor the every student's progress and revamp their drawbacks and all. And I am thankful to the management and Nidhi Foundation for making such a wonderful program for the students so that the student can be become employable after completion of their particular courses. With this note, I am thanking one and all.
Thank you so much, Madhusudan Nayak sir. Nandi is such a great program where we learn all the communication skills, analytical skills, and even the industrial skills, as you said. Thank you so much, sir. We got a good words from you. Thank you.
To this digital era, technology has become an inseparable part of our lives. Information and communication technology (ICT) enables us to learn, communication, collaborate, and work more effectively. Developing digital skills and understanding professional communication through technology are essential for every student. To explain how ICT is empowering our students, I invite our respected Sultana ma'am to address the gathering.
Good afternoon, everyone present here, and dignitaries on the stage and off the stage, my dear students and my dear colleagues. Good afternoon, everyone. It gives me great pleasure to talk about the ICT program which has been held in this academic year, which helps the students to educate in particular area and to get awareness of that particular area. Today we are living in a digital world where information and communication technology, or we call it as ICT, has become an essential part of our daily life. From education to business and from the healthcare to government services, technology is transforming the way we learn and work and then communicate. For students, ICT opens the door to unlimited learning opportunities. It helps them access online study materials, attend virtual classes, improve research skills and develop digital literacy. ICT also encourages creativity, problem solving, teamwork and innovation. Most importantly, it prepares students with the skills needed for higher education and future careers in a technology-driven world. These programs help the students to match the industry trends which are currently organizations are expecting the students or the who are graduates to come out with certain type of skills. ICT is equally important for the government. It promotes digital education, improves the quality of public services, supports e-governance and ensures transparency and efficiency. Government initiatives such as Digital India aim to bridge the digital divide, provide equal access to technology and empower citizens with digital skills. So, government is taking initiatives, introducing ICT programs, such things into the colleges, so that it helps the students to empower more in digital areas. The training program is a valuable step in that direction. It will help participants gain practical computer knowledge, improve confidence in using digital tools, enhance communication skills, and increase employment opportunities. The knowledge gained here will not only support academic success but also prepare participants to meet the demands of the modern workplace. I encourage every participant to make the best use of this opportunity. Learn actively, ask the questions, practice regularly and apply these skills in our daily life. This digital knowledge you gain today will help you to brighter your future tomorrow. Thank you all. I wish you a great success and enriching training program. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Learning from textbooks gives us knowledge, but internships transform that knowledge into practical experience. Internships provide students with an opportunity to apply classroom concepts in real-time environments, develop professional skills, and understand industry expectations. To share the importance of quality internships and the opportunities available for our students, I invite our respected Ray Krishna sir. Welcome, sir.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. So now we're discussing about the PRD and the significance of the internship. So actually, internship is a short-term program. So with this program, each and every student they can gain the practical knowledge. Actually, all the students they can gain the theoretical knowledge and experiences in the classrooms. But apart we learn from that. So if they want to earn any practical knowledge on the job training or practical experiences, so that this internship will help to them. Here, the companies and the corporate and all, they will collaborate with the educational institutions and we provide proper guidance to the students directly. So with this, the students, they can gain the practical knowledge and what type of productivities they are following and the corporate strategies and corporate governance and administration things. So each and everything, the students will get to know clearly with these internships. So here we have several tiles, very short period, community service project, internship, and the short period, short term internships and the long term. So based on the tenure, so we have separated these types of internships. Okay. So and the next thing is, so with this internship, the students then able to enhance their communication skills and the practical knowledges, and they will know how to attend the interviews and all, the corporate strategies and all. So these things they know very well. So actually, the government had taken good initiation regarding this internships to gain practical knowledge and skills. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. We surely agree on words. Internships are very useful for students as there are time where they get real-time experience and they can showcase their talent with all the components that are, the resources that are needed. And it is a place where they enter into their workplace environment and get habituated to that. Thank you, sir. Other important abbreviation, NISM, the National Institute of Securities Market. NISM offers certification programs and initiatives such as NFLU, the National Financial Literacy Quiz, that enhance students' understanding of financial markets, investments, and financial literacy. To tell us more about these valuable opportunities, I invite our respected Rajeshwari ma'am to come on to the dais. Welcome, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. One of the best practices of our commerce department is promoting financial literacy among students. Our college is now a partner institute with NISM. Through this partnership, we conduct financial literacy workshops to create financial awareness and improve students' financial knowledge. Every year, 2 of our students are selected for the National Financial Literacy Quiz. In 2024, our college has achieved a great milestone by selecting a third place among the top 3 performing colleges. This year, we are proud that 6 of our students has been selected for the NFLQ prize money and 4 students are selected for the regional loan. As another initiative, we have started coaching to the students for the NISM Series 5A certification course to help them to gain industry knowledge and improve their career opportunities in financial field. I am also proud to share that I have been selected as a NISM faculty ambassador out of 122 faculty ambassadors selected from across India. I am one of them. These initiatives have helped our students improve their financial knowledge, confidence, and career readiness. So, thank you.
Thank you so much, Rajeshwari ma'am, for such a valuable words. Now we understood what is the importance of NISM initiatives in our college. Thank you, ma'am.
Finally comes the most awaited destination of every student's academic journey, campus placements. Every student dreams of securing a rewarding career in reputed organizations. Placements are not merely about getting a job. They represent confidence, independence, financial security, and the beginning of successful professional journey. Behind every successful placement lies continuous guidance, training, and dedicated efforts from our placement cell. To explain how our college supports students in achieving their career aspirations, I invite our respected Mahesh sir to address the gathering.
So good afternoon, respected principal, faculty members, and my dear students.
So it is pleasure to be here with you today. I would like to speak briefly about the placements, career opportunities, and the support provided by our college. So dear students, so placement is an important part of your life journey. So getting a good job after graduation is not about having a degree. Companies are looking for the students who are having the technical skills, communication skills, and problem solving ability with confidence and a positive attitude. So most of the companies looking these skills only to get the job in their respective initial companies. So our college taking several steps to support the students in achieving their career goals. We provide opportunities through the placement training, aptitude preparation, communication and the soft skills training, technical skill development, resume preparation, mock interviews and the recruitment drives. So these activities are designed to make you industry ready and help you face interviews with confidence. But remember, the college can provide the opportunities, but your preparation and your effort will decide how to use them. So I encourage every student to start preparing from today, improve your communication skills, practice the aptitude and the reasoning questions regularly, strengthen your technical knowledge in any programming language which is having the high demand in the current industry, and prepare a good resume and participate actively in the mock interviews and placement drives. So I don't compare your journey with others. Everyone has different strength and a different career path. Focus on improving yourself every day. So I wish all of you the very best for your placement and a successful career ahead. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. And will be given by Lahari ma'am.
As we come to the end of today's program, I, Lahari, NEP coordinator, like to express my sincere gratitude to our respected coordinators for sharing their valuable knowledge and insights. Our guidance will certainly inspire our students to make the best use of these opportunities and shape a successful future. I extended my heartfelt thanks to our respected principal madam, Ramadevi madam, for our constant encouragement, guidance and support in organizing these meaningful programs. A special note of gratitude to Dr. K. Ramya madam, for former NEB coordinator. Those valuable guidance, suggestions and encouragement have always helped us organize such programs effectively. Finally, I thank all the faculty members, coordinators, students for their enthusiastic participation and cooperation. Together, let us make the best use of these opportunities and build a brighter future for ourselves. Thank you all.